I'm no tech genius, but I knew if I wanted my business to crush it, I needed a website now. Thankfully, Bluehost made it easy. I customized, optimized, and monetized everything exactly how I wanted with AI. In minutes, my site was up. I couldn't believe it. The search engine tools even helped me get more site visitors. Whatever your passion project is, you can set it up with Bluehost. With their 30-day money-back guarantee, what do you got to lose? Head to Bluehost.com. That's BLUEHOST.com to start now.
Welcome to Lanterns Live, the only live stream channel on YouTube dedicated solely to Green Lantern. I'm Ralph, and today I will be discussing Justice League Red issue number 2, which is another great issue. I very, very much enjoyed it. Of course, I'm covering that book because Simon Baz is part of that team. It's a really, really fun issue, and I want to get through it pretty quick because there's not a whole ton to talk about. Nothing mind-bending. Also, I'm here on my own chatting, so I can't really bounce any theories off of anybody. We don't have anybody in the chat just yet, so we can get more into it as people join the chat. But for now, I just want to say, yes, I did really enjoy this. Where we last left off was Power Girl and Green Lantern not trusting Red Tornado at all. And we ended that issue with the cliffhanger of Black Adam being sort of behind the scenes up to something, not exactly sure. And so when we started this issue, we are outside of some sort of highly protected facility, and the 2 guards at the front get electrocuted. I'm like, oh, great, here we go. Black Adam. But it's Cyborg. Cyborg is infiltrating this computer facility, and it turns out he was hired or recruited by Red Tornado to infiltrate this base to get his hands on a very specific chip. And as he's going through this mission and exploding stuff and breaking down doors and tossing people around and electrocuting people, he realizes that this doesn't seem on the up and up, and has doubts about Red Tornado's sort of intentions. So, of course, he heads back to the Red Tornado's watchtower base, which is orbiting the Earth, has a shield on it that makes it so Kryptonians can't find it. And Power Girl is very suspicious about that, rightfully so, because she says basically it seems like he's just trying to hide this from Superman. So Cyborg and Green Lantern and Power Girl all get together and start really interrogating the motives of Red Tornado. They question him about the seed machine that was feeding the people on that planet. He says that because of that machine, those people will become more powerful and go and invade the next planet over. And so he has all the answers to this. The big questions is what's up with Red Tornado, using algorithms and stuff to do what do they call those precogs in what's that Steven Spielberg movie, Minority Report? He's using algorithms and stuff to sort of predict future events. But Power Girl and Green Lantern and Cyborg are hey, listen, those can be great calculations, but that doesn't mean they're seeing the future. So it's a big. The majority of the issue is talking about that, and we don't get a ton of answers out of it, and so there's not really a whole lot to talk about. What's interesting is that Power Girl decides to stay behind. There's the mission for this issue is that this has to do with Red Canary, and who's a new member of the Justice League, I believe. She's like a rookie. Something's happening with her, and she's not allowed to die, and she's in this situation where someone set a trap for her, and fell for it and got caught, and she's now like unconscious in a room at a location where Cyborg and Simon are going to be going to find out what's going on. So there's that. While Power Girl stays behind and interrogates and tries to get more answers out of Red Tornado. So that's basically the entire issue. There's not a whole lot of meat there on the surface. A lot of conversations, a lot of about, using algorithms to predict the future or trying to set things right that you don't know. You're trying to affect the future based on calculations instead of like waiting for things to happen and stuff. So it's pretty interesting to read, not very interesting to talk about when you're sitting here by yourself. Big cliffhanger in this one is that Red Tornado has footage where seemingly Power Girl's parents are still alive. Again, we're dealing with issues of AI and false information and being like sort of sneaky and conniving as far as Red Tornado goes. So who even knows if they're real? Like it's a real feed of her parents. So that was pretty interesting. Again, not a lot to discuss. I think it's a good follow-up to the previous issue. It didn't pack quite the punch as the first issue, but that's usually the case with DC books. But I'm definitely going to be reading issue 3, and then we'll go from there. We'll see how it goes. I'm definitely enjoying it more than I originally did with Absolute Lanterns, which, by the way, the Absolute Green Lantern book, the trade paperback comes out in December. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait till December to cover that. So I know the first 7 issues are done, but I'm going to hold off for a while because we got some stuff coming up. If anybody has any questions or has any theories or wants to discuss Justice League Red issue 2 some more, drop them in the chat. I'd love to have a discussion about that. But for now, I do want to talk about the channel for a little bit and what's coming up down the pipeline. So next week is Green Lantern Corps number 9. Vactor will be here with me for that at our regular time. The reason why I'm doing today's show on a Monday is because I have the day off. I have a very long week ahead of me working on set for a production doing still photography. And so I will be gone on my normal Wednesday. I'm going to try to duck out of that early on Thursday so that I can watch episode 8 of Peacemaker live as soon as I can. I'm going to watch that Peacemaker episode. And if there's any GL stuff, I'll be here covering it. But if you watched last week's episode, it seems like the majority of episode 8 will take place within, I'm going to say it, Earth X. So I don't know how much Green Lantern stuff we'll get in there, but with Rick Flag's sort of storyline happening in the regular Earth that we've known, the DCU, we may get some of that, but because James Gunn said he moved that scene, the Rick Flag scene from last week was supposed to be on next week's episode, I'm assuming there's no Rick Flag stuff in next week's episode. So we're going to be staying entirely on Earth X. Dave Brown is in the chat. Asks, off topic. By the way, I think I'm done with the topic. I think I'm done with Justice League Red. I know I've only talked about it for like 7 minutes, but I highly recommend it. Read it. Send me questions, drop stuff in the comments, and we can have a discussion there. But it's a kind of a thin storyline to talk about for a whole episode, but off topic. Dave Brown asks, explain the t-shirt, who's Wendy? This is music by Wendy Carlos. It is her credit from the movie Tron. I'm a big fan of Tron, and if you watch the movie, the end credits, it says music by Wendy Carlos in this font. It's a shirt that I made, and it's fallen apart, but I just grabbed it just because it was what was available in there. And I didn't realize that, Tron 3 comes out, I think, this week or next week. It comes out soon. I think next week. I think it comes out the 10th. So it's kind of a timely shirt. Wendy Carlos is, she did the music for The Shining. She did the music for, did she do Shining? Yeah. Clockwork Orange. And did she do Shining? She did Shining, right? Yeah. I'm not misremembering that. And then Tron. But I'm a Tron fan. I'm not like the biggest Kubrick fan, so I know she did Clockwork Orange. I'm not sure about The Shining, but I'm pretty sure she did The Shining. She's a composer. I'm a big fan of film music. I never talk about this, but I have a film score podcast that I kind of used to do. It's not really done, but I really don't do it much anymore, called Cue the Music, right here on YouTube at Cue the Music Podcast. If you want to watch me talk about film scores and vinyl records of film scores, check that out. I have an interview with Michael Giacchino about his Marvel show special, Werewolf by Night, which he directed and did the music for. And then I also have his son Mick Giacchino on, who just won an Emmy for The Penguin. But I don't think he had started Penguin at the time that I had recorded with him. Maybe I should get him on here. I don't want to sit here and talk about The Penguin, but if he has any takes on Green Lantern, I should definitely get it in. Dude, okay, so here's another message that I keep getting these messages from Click, keep asking me if I want viewers, and it's like, dude, just go away. Just go away. And for some reason, my StreamYard won't let me kick people out. So the comment just stays there. And Kick is only good for sending me spam bots. And so if you're a real person and have a Kick account, please drop a comment in the live chat so that I know that Kick is worth broadcasting to. Because right now it's not. It's really not. My YouTube is really the place to be. I also have a Twitch stream. If anybody happens to be on Twitch watching this, please toss a comment in the chat so I know that, again, it's worth me sending the show over there. Otherwise, just come to YouTube. YouTube's the best. Speaking of YouTube, memberships. I've talked about this before. I don't really dwell too much on it, but there is a membership option for this channel. So you'll get perks like a badge next to your username, a unique emojis that are Green Lantern centric that'll show up in the chat whenever you want to post them. Also, if you do the $5 level, which nobody has yet, but as soon as I do the $5 level, I'll do at least one monthly stream just for the members at the $5 level. That's a Q&A. So it's going to be like a really, really loose episode where we just hang out and chat. So go ahead and join those memberships. Also today on the membership feed, I did a post that went out to just members. And what's cool is I let them sort of decide what an upcoming episode is going to be. So next week I am doing Green Lantern Corps number 9 with Vactor. The week after that, October 15th, I had nothing planned. And I was like, I don't really want to think too much about it. So I'll send it to the members. I did a post asking the members what they want. An episode that would be great for that day on October 15th. And I had mentioned that, that'll be the week after Peacemaker's done. So once Peacemaker's done, the next thing happening is Lanterns on HBO. And so Vactor, who's one of the members of the channel, jumped in and had a bunch of questions that were Lantern centric. Like, what if you did this about Lanterns, or this, or this, or this? It was like 5 things that were Lantern centric. So I was like, well, why don't I just do it like an episode? So where I just talk about everything we know about Lanterns up until this point. So Peacemaker is done. And then the week after that, that's it. We're in Lanterns country. We're going to start getting interviews with the cast, behind the scenes stuff, more images. Hopefully we get some concept art or some sort of costume reveals or a trailer. So like that's kind of up in the air. Anytime anything like that happens, I'm going to jump on as quick as I can. I have a dedicated studio set up to Green Lantern breaking news. And so as soon as it happens, I could just boom, be live immediately with you guys to have conversations about whatever it is that came out. I'm hoping for a trailer, but man, at this point, I just would like to see those guys in their Green Lantern uniforms. I'd love to see what Sinestro looks like because we know Sinestro is in the series. I'd like some sort of rumors to get cleared up. I know James Gunn is good about like clarifying things, but I'd love to see if Atrocitus is in it, if Black Hand is in it. I'd like for them to start. We're getting to the point where they're starting to roll stuff out. So like I'm on full Lanterns watch. I'm going to set up my Reddit to give me notifications for everything Green Lantern show related. I also have my good friend Will over at the Green Lanterns podcast. He texts me anytime there's new Green Lantern news. So I'm on top of it. And so as soon as anything breaks, I'll try to be on as soon as possible. Hopefully I'm near my computer. Hopefully nothing happens this week while I'm out on set. But I will have my computer where I'm staying. So if something does happen, I'll be able to jump online within an hour or two to discuss any breaking news. The few days after Peacemaker's done is New York Comic Con, and people are speculating maybe that's where we get Lantern stuff. And then there's also the DC Spotlight official podcast with Frankie, Tyler, and Coy that I watch every other Friday. And I'm hoping once we get into Lanterns country that we start getting weekly episodes again. That would be great because I'd love to start getting more information about that. So look forward to live streams that pop up last minute. So there's that. And then become a member. Become a member, and you can jot down any sort of suggestions you want. That post is available for everybody who's at the membership level, at least the 99-cent membership level. Toss your hat in the ring. Let me know what you want me to talk about on an upcoming episode. And then we have the following week is Green Lantern 28, and we'll be here for that. So I'm excited about that. We got a lot of fun stuff coming up. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Dave, if you're still here, or anybody who's still here who hasn't typed anything in the chat, if you have any questions, hit me up right now because I've run dry. Justice League Red, not a whole lot going on. I don't even know if we get a single construct out of Simon. And the only thing we really get new information we get is like he does cars. So he mentions that to Cyborg. It's like, I don't know the electronic stuff. I know cars and machines. So we'll see how those two things pair up when they, oh Jesus, we'll see how those two things pair up in the next issue for Vactor. You haven't read it yet. It's a good issue. It just wasn't anything that it's tough to sort of discuss. Like I probably could have like done a review as a short and it would have got all kinds of fun stuff. But there's that. I should do more shorts. I'm so busy this week. It's been a while since I've posted a short. I usually wait till we get like new information. But I should probably post something. I have a couple of things in mind I should do. And maybe I should do that. Vactor, I don't know if you heard when you popped in, but I responded to your post on the members only feed, and we are getting an issue based on lanterns. And here, I'll show you. I'll put the artwork up here because I completed the artwork today, and I set that up to the schedule. Let's see here. Here we go. And this will be coming on October 15th. There we go. Lanterns is up next. So I put Guy Gardner, Hal Jordan, and John Stewart because I know they're in Lanterns. So that's coming October 15th. based on basically Vactor's recommendation. Vactor, I'm going to cover all those questions you asked in that post. So you very much influenced this episode that's coming up. And I look forward to talking about it because, again, like this is the biggest. This is biggest. I cannot wait for this show. Dave asked the question: how did Vactor do the GL emojis? That's he became a member. He does the 99-cent a month tier, and it gets you the emojis. If you notice, next to Vactor's name, he has a badge. He's been in the membership for over a month. When you're brand new, you get a white circle recruit, new recruit badge. For the rest of the year after that, you have a Green Lantern logo, and then at the year all the way up to 10 years, you get a different emblem next to your name if you subscribe at the membership level of 99 cents a month or more. And it helps keep this studio going. StreamYard costs an arm and a leg, and I've been using it for years. And so it'll be nice if I start getting some, if you guys want to support the show, support the channel, and have this great looking studio. Like I really enjoy the evolution of this space with the logo, with the emblem back here and the logo and stuff. I'm really happy where I'm at right now with it, because I used to have just the green background with the more the merrier artwork from Ivan Reese that has all these people fighting Black Hand and the Black Lanterns. I think Power Girl's down there in that bottom corner. That was green. Then I started making it darker, and I'm like, I really want the background to like kind of pop a little more. And so I have this the Lanterns Live that emblem, which is it's the live symbol with a Green Lantern in the middle. I did it like sideways to have like a kind of a, you get it, you guys get it. But yeah, that's because I the StreamYard, I do the monthly StreamYard. So if you want to join up, it's 99 cents. You get a shout out on the show as well. New members get a super chat, and I'm able to see that and shout out those people. And if you have anything that you want to promote, like Vactor's a member, go check out This Comic Cooks. Go check out all his shows. I always forget the Star Wars one. It's Feel the Force. No, that's not it. Something of the Force. Vactor, you can just tell me. I'm never going to remember. I subscribe and I watch. Trust in the Force. That's what it is. Thank you. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's me. I remember This Comic Cooks. That's the one I'm really into. I love watching your shorts. Especially you did all the what Marvel characters would get which lantern ring. So you went through like all the different color of the spectrum and which Marvel characters. He says it's almost good as live action Star Wars. Another podcast I do, which is also kind of on hiatus. Yeah, Star Wars. Star Wars is, yeah, I don't know. I'm taking a break. I have Jar Jar over here, and I have a couple of lightsabers over here. But yeah, I'm too inundated with Star Wars. It's too much Star Wars. That's what I love about talking about Green Lantern. Is like, it's not like everywhere. Not yet. It's not everywhere. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's funny because Green Lantern is such a niche character, and this channel is kind of a niche channel because it's dedicated to that character. But I'm about 67 people away from hitting 5,000 subscribers. So thanks to everybody. This is awesome. Like this is one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite things to do, and it's one of the more successful things that I've done. So I really, really appreciate it. And listen, a lot of the growth has been because of Superman and Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner. As soon as that movie came out, my numbers started skyrocketing, and it's just great because it means new Green Lantern fans. That's all I want is more Green Lantern fans out there. So I'm hoping that Lanterns is successful, and then it's great, and then people come seeking out Green Lantern stuff on YouTube because I will be doing episodes. If they have a similar release as Peacemaker, where it's like a Thursday at 6 o'clock Pacific time, like episodes are going to happen at like 7:15 Pacific time. Like they're happening right after the show. So if you're a Green Lantern fan like I am, you're going to be watching it the second it drops on HBO Max. And if you watch the second it drops on HBO Max, jump on youtube.com @LanternsLive, and I'll be here talking about the latest episode. So, yeah. Vactor is wondering, when is My Adventures with Green Lantern coming out? I don't know. I heard that it's been cast and recorded, or it's being recorded. Not sure exactly what's going on. I know they were looking to cast Jessica Cruz. And so, which I don't know how fast TV animation productions happen, but I'm hoping it's, you know, maybe it's after Clayface. Maybe it's like a year after Lanterns comes out, early 2027. I have a feeling, since they have been casting the show, and there's some news coming out that Kyle Rayner is going to be Jessica Cruz's love interest, which, whatever, it's fine. My Adventures is not like canon with the DCU. It'll be nice just to see Kyle Rayner. Hopefully we see Kyle Rayner as a Green Lantern. But again, like, I'm excited for that show because it's going to create new Green Lantern fans, which means more Green Lantern fans will come here, hang out, and chat about GL. So I'm excited about it. So the sooner the better. I'm going to watch that series as well, and I'll be covering it on a weekly basis or however it's released. Like if I didn't watch My Adventures with Superman, but I'm pretty sure those came out on a weekly basis. If that's the case, I'm going to jump right on maybe the next morning and do episodes of My Adventures with Green Lantern. Like any sort of Green Lantern stuff that's happening, like I want to cover it. I'm going to get to Green Lantern Dark pretty soon because that just wrapped up. So as soon as the trade paperback comes out, I'm going to get that. I'll cover that. Absolute Green Lantern, again, comes out December 10th, and I'll be covering that first volume of stories for sure. Let's see here. Enough success in one day a Blue Lanterns film. I'm all for it. Like, give me everything. If this Lantern series sort of becomes like the main thing with Green Lantern and expands to get into more Spectrum stuff, like Green Lantern animated series did that great, where it was just like a Green Lantern show and Red Lanterns were the baddies, and then the second half of the season, or even the first part of the season, we got like Saint Walker, and then the second half we got Blue Lanterns, Star Sapphires, Orange Lanterns. So it evolved pretty quickly in 26 episodes. So I'm hoping that's a similar case with Lanterns, but that it's just like this great series that can continue to like build the Green Lantern mythology. But the fact that Jon Stewart may be in Man of Tomorrow in less than 2 years, like, makes me excited that, you know, if we can get Green Lantern in movies, that would be great. And but yeah, this sort of long form series where, you know, instead of going to a 2-hour movie that has a Green Lantern in it, we're getting 8 1-hour episodes of Green Lantern. I'd rather have 8 hours of Green Lantern than just 2. So I want both. I want the series and I want movies. So we'll see. Yeah, My Adventures with Superman was weekly. Great show. I tried watching it. I fell asleep. Finally started watching Creature Commandos. I watched the first one, fell asleep. And then like a couple days ago, I started restarting. I rewatched the first episode, and then I just blasted through like 3 of them last night. I might finish them off tonight. Just in case someone shows up from that in Peacemaker, because I feel like there's a character who would have a good time on Earth X. Just saying. So I'll get through Creature Commandos before Thursday for sure. I might have to do it today. Yeah. Vactor also loved Creature Commandos. We'll see. I'm not the biggest animation fan, but I am excited for My Adventures with Green Lantern. I don't know if I'll watch My Adventures with Superman. I might watch the Green Lantern episode of that. I've seen still images, and I'm very interested to see what that character's about. So before My Adventures with Green Lantern comes out, I might do an episode on that issue or that episode of My Adventures with Superman. So yeah. If you guys have any more stuff you want to chat about, let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna split. I think that a 30-minute episode on where I only covered the main subject for 7 minutes is pretty good. So let me know. We got Green Lantern stuff coming up, and there's a lot to talk about. So I'm excited. Trying to think what else. That's all I got. I'm hoping, as I look at my shelf, I hope we get more DC Superpowers Green Lantern guys. I would like a Kyle Chandler and an Aaron Pierre and a Sinestro, even though I have 2 Sinestros. But I want to see the TV versions because this is like one of my favorite dudes is this movie guy. He's real cool. Vactor asks, what's your current favorite cheeseburger? You know what I've been enjoying? Over at Red Robin, they have this $9.99 meal. It's at $9.99. You get a small tavern double, bottomless fries, and a bottomless drink for $9.99. And the burger kind of tastes like, I don't know if you've ever gotten the burger at Del Taco, which I love. I highly recommend try yourself a burger at Del Taco, but this Red Robin one tastes like that but better, and it probably costs less than the Del Taco meal, and you don't get endless fries, So go to Red Robin. It's $9.99. It's a little tiny double burger. It tastes really good, and you get all those fries and a drink. $9.99. It's such a good deal. So yeah, give that a shot. That's currently the one where I'm like, it's not gonna like jack up my budget, and it's really good. Yeah, go get some Red Robin tonight. I've been getting. I don't drink a lot of Coke when I go out. I usually drink iced tea is the drink I usually get. But you go to Red Robin, you get a cherry Coke with that meal. So good because they use the grenadine. They don't have like a fountain of cherry Coke. So $9.99. It's called the Yum Meal. It's YUMMMMMM. So that's what I've been doing. Like that's like my current favorite. Listen, my all-time favorites probably there's a few. There was one I had up in Sherman Oaks at this. I think it was called the Blue Dog Cafe. That was a breakfast burger where it was a burger, hash browns, bacon, and egg. There was also syrup in it, and I was like, I'm not sure about that syrup. Like, god dang, it was one of the best burgers I've ever had. Billy Goat Tavern in Chicago is a favorite burger of mine. Real simple, small burger. I could eat about I'm not kidding, probably like 6 of them, and I would probably stop. They're real small. Not quite sliders, but they're real small, really good. But like after like the 4th one, you feel guilty, but you're like, I could probably eat at least 2 more of these. Double. I used to get the double animal style with no tomatoes. Now I do double, no tomatoes, with a whole, it's called a whole grilled onion. And it's not a whole grilled onion, but it's a full slice of onion where you see all the different layers of the onion. It's a nice slice, pretty thin, and then that's grilled. That is my new favorite. So that's for the double with a whole sliced onion grilled. Real good. Yeah, man. Those are like my top burgers. There's some places where I'm just like, man, these burgers are just great. But my current favorite is that Red Robin. Like, you can't really do anything to it. It's onions, tomato. I don't even know if there's onions on it. There's onions, tomato, and then like a Thousand Island and a shredded lettuce. Like, it's a real simple burger, but for less than $10, I mean, come on. Yeah, I don't know if Arizona has tax where you are, but $9.99 is a good deal. See if they have it over there. Yeah, look it up. But I highly recommend it. Cool. Now that we've talked about burgers, I think that's all we have for today. Um, um, yeah, I think that's it. Thanks for showing up, everybody. If you want to become a member, it helps me out. You get some bonus stuff, including unique posts that go out just to members, and then perks like badges, name badges, and emojis. Right now, I think I have like 4 or 5 emojis, and the more members I get, the more emojis I can have. I've been doing a lot of constructs, and so I have a green hammer construct that I think I'm waiting to post. I've already done the green megaphone one, since that was Guy Gardner's first construct we see in Superman. I think I ended up making a green poop emoji construct. So any sort of emoji that's out there, I made like a fun green construct for. So the more members I get, the more emojis I'll have the ability to add. YouTube only allows me to do so many. So the more members I get, the more emojis I'll be able to actually start uploading. So go ahead and join. It's fun. And I might do more members only posts. I might do that because it's real easy and it's great chatting with you guys one-on-one. So join me next week for on Wednesday regular time. Vactor should be here. We're discussing Green Lantern Corps number 9, which I believe is Morgan Hampton's first solo issue. So we're going to see what Morgan brings to the table when he doesn't have Jeremy Adams writing with him. So come check that out. And then I need to reach out to Joelle to see if she doesn't mind me posting that Hal Jordan as a shirt. And we'll see. I'm trying to think of more shirt ideas. Once Lanterns comes out, I'm going to do some crazy, I want to do like crazy, weird, inside jokey shirts. So if Green Lantern eats a half an apple, then I'm going to make a shirt about a half an apple or something. I don't know, whatever. You know what I mean. I'll catch you guys in 1 week and a couple days, next Wednesday, regular time. And we'll talk about Green Lantern Corps number 9. All right. Thanks for joining me. If you missed the live stream, drop some info in the chat. Talk about your favorite burger. I'd love to hear recommendations. I love cheeseburgers. Probably my favorite food. All right. On that note, until next time, beware my podcast. It's Lanterns Live.